Part 10. The 90-day action plan. From this video to your first income theory time is over. Let me hand you the exact 90-day execution plan. This is deliberately built around the service's first, leverage second strategy because it works for the widest range of people, but the structure adapts to whichever model you chose in the last section. Days 1 through 7 decision and setup week. Day 1, today you make 3 decisions in writing your model, your skill or niche and your target customer. Then write them as one sentence. I will offer short form video editing to fitness coaches, or I will create content and digital products for new freelancers in graphic design. That sentence is your filter for the next 90 days. Anything that doesn't serve it gets ignored. Days 2 through 7, you set up the minimum viable infrastructure, a marketplace profile or a simple one-page presence, a professional way to be contacted, a payment method to receive money, and a basic portfolio. And if you have no past work, you create 3 sample pieces this week. Here's free samples made for imaginary or real dream clients. Speculative work is the beginner's portfolio. Total cost of this week close to 0. Total excuses remaining also 0. Days 8 through 30, the proof phase. One goal, your first paying transaction at any price. If you're freelancing, 20 genuine personalized outreach messages per day, every day plus daily applications on marketplaces. Track everything in a simple spreadsheet: who you contacted, when, what happened. Expect silence at first. Outreach is a numbers game with a skill curve, and your message at day 20 will be twice as good as your message at day 1. If you chose digital products, this month you research pain points and build your first small product. 2 weeks of building maximum, then launch imperfect and alive. If you chose content, you publish your first 15 to 20 pieces and study the data after every 5. Whatever the model, the deliverable of month 1 is proof one stranger paid you or your content found its first real audience signal. That proof is psychologically priceless. It converts make money online from a theory you watched videos about into a thing you have personally done. Days 31 through 60, the repetition phase. Now you systematize what worked. The outreach message that got replies becomes your template. The content format that performed becomes your series. The product that sold gets a better sales page and a small upsell. You raise your rates on new clients. You ask every happy customer 2 things, a testimonial and do you know anyone else who needs this? The single highest return sentence in business. You also begin collecting email from day 31 onward, no matter your model, because every future version of your business will thank you. The goal of month 2 is repeatability, not one sale but a system that produces sales, even a small ugly manual system. 3 clients, 10 product sales, consistent content growth, repetition over novelty. Day 61 through 90, the optimization phase. Month 3 is where you opt on data instead of guesses, because now you have data. Cut what didn't work, the platform that produced nothing, the offer nobody bought, the content angle that flatlined. Double down on the 20% producing 80% of results. Raise prices again. Month 3 you is probably better than month 1 you, and your prices should say so. And begin building your first leverage layer. The freelancer documents their process into a template they can sell. The product seller starts a simple content channel. The creator drafts their first digital product from their audience's most asked questions. By day 90, the goal is this: a real income stream measured in actual money, whether that's $200 or $2,000 plus a documented system that produced it plus the beginning of your second compounding layer. And let me set expectations with total honesty, because false expectations are the real dream killers. 90 days from now, you will probably not be rich. You will probably be earning your first few $100s a month, feeling like it's too slow and standing without realizing it at the exact point where the curve starts bending. Almost everyone quits at day 91. The entire opportunity of the internet belongs to the people who don't. Part 11, the 7 mistakes that kill beginners. Let me save you a year of pain in 3 minutes. These are the 7 failure patterns I see over and over, and every one of them is avoidable. Mistake 1, learning as procrastination. Watching one more video, reading one more guide, buying one more course. It feels like progress, and it is the most sophisticated form of doing nothing ever invented. The rule for every hour of learning, 2 hours of doing. Information without implementation is entertainment. Mistake 2, shiny object syndrome. 3 weeks into freelancing, you see a video about dropshipping and switch. 3 weeks into that, a video about AI automation. Every switch resets your progress to 0, and the person who switches 4 times a year ends each year exactly where they started, except more cynical. Commit to one model for a minimum of 6 months. Write the date on your wall. Mistake 3. Perfectionism as fear in a costume. The unlaunched product, the unpublished video, the unsent proposal, polished endlessly, shipped never. Hear this clearly, version 1 of everything you make will be mediocre, and shipping mediocre version 1 is the only path that leads to excellent version 5. The market rewards iteration, not contemplation. Done, published, sent, then improved. Mistake 4. Invisible pricing psychology. Undercharging because of imposter syndrome. Never raising rates, discounting at the first hesitation. Your prices train your customers how to value you. Charge fairly, raise regularly, and remember that the clients who pay the least almost always demand the most. Mistake 5. Ignoring the boring fundamentals. Replying to clients slowly. Missing deadlines. No contracts, no deposits, no follow-ups. Skipping the email list. None of this is exciting. All of it compounds, and online businesses die of boring causes far more often than dramatic ones. Reliability is a superpower precisely because it's rare. Mistake 6. Building in a vacuum. Months of secret work on a product or channel with zero market feedback, then a launch into silence. Talk to your market constantly. Sell before you build when possible. Let real humans pull the product out of you instead of pushing your guesses onto them. Mistake 7. Quitting in the dip. Every model in this video has a valley, the stretch where you are working hard and the results haven't caught up. Months 2 through 5 usually. The valley is not evidence, the method is broken. The valley is the method, it's the filter that removes your competition. The income you're chasing is sitting on the other side of the exact moment you'll most want to quit. Decide now, today, in advance that you want. Part 12. Answering the voices in your head. Before we close, I want to speak directly to the objections that are forming in your mind right now. Because if I leave them unanswered, they'll quietly talk you out of everything in this video by tomorrow morning. I don't have time. Let's be precise about this one. You don't need 40 hours a week. The 90-day plan I gave you runs comfortably on 1 to 2 focused hours a day. And most people can find that hour inside their current scrolling time alone. The average person spends over 2 hours a day on social media, consuming the content of people who spend that same time creating 1 hour before work, after the kids sleep, on the commute with a phone and the notes app. The question was never whether you have the time. The question is what your current time is buying you. And right now for most people the honest answer is nothing. I'm not technical, neither are most of the people earning online. The tools have become absurdly simple. Drag and drop website builders, one-click payment links, AI assistants that explain anything you don't understand in plain language. The technical barrier that existed 10 years ago has been demolished. What's left is not a technology test, it's a consistency test. And consistency requires no software. What if I fail? You will? Let me reframe that properly. Your first outreach messages will be ignored. Your first product might sell 3 copies. Your first videos will get 40 views, and none of that is failure. That's the tuition. The actual failure rate of people who execute consistently for 12 months in any of these models is astonishingly low because the internet is fundamentally a meritocracy of persistence. The only true failure mode is the one you fully control, stopping. Everything else is feedback wearing a scary mask. People will judge me, some will for about a week until they get bored and go back to their own lives. Here's the pattern that has repeated for every single person who's built something online. First, they laugh at your tiny channel, your little side hustle, your awkward first posts. Then they go quiet. Then they ask how you did it. The judgment phase is short, the freedom phase is permanent, and you cannot have the second without surviving the first. Nobody builds anything meaningful without being briefly misunderstood. Isn't this all a scam? Some of it is, and your skepticism is healthy, so let me give you the filter that separates real from fake forever. Scams sell you the outcome. Earn 10,000 a month with this one secret loophole, no work required. Real opportunities sell you the process, a skill delivered to a market improved over time, compounding with patience. Everything in this video has been processed. No loopholes, no secrets, no shortcuts, because there aren't any, and anyone telling you otherwise is monetizing your impatience. The boring truth is the protective truth. Value created, value exchanged, repeated relentlessly. That's the whole game, and it has never once stopped working. It's too late for me, I'm too old, too young, too far behind. The internet does not know your age, it cannot see your CV. A 16-year-old's payment link and a 60-year-old's payment link look identical to a customer. All the market ever sees is the value on the table. And as for being behind, you're not competing against everyone on the internet. You're competing against the people targeting your specific niche with your specific offer. And most of them, I promise you, are inconsistent, generic, and one valley away from quitting. Showing up daily for 6 months puts you ahead of 90% of them. That's not motivation talk, that's just attrition math. Every one of those objections feels like wisdom and functions as a cage. Notice them, answer them, and move anyway. Part 13, the final word, why this actually matters. Let me bring this home because we didn't spend 30 minutes together just to talk about money. We talked about freelancing, selling skills for fast cash flow, digital products, building once and selling forever, affiliate marketing, earning by being a trusted filter, content creation, turning attention into the most flexible asset online, the agency model, selling outcomes through systems instead of hours, e-commerce, physical products without warehouses, and the AI wave, the once in a decade window that's amplifying every single one of these models right now. 7 doors, all real, all open, all walked through every day by people with less talent, less education, and fewer advantages than you have. But here's what this is really about. Money online isn't about the money, it's about what the money represents. Options, the option to leave a job that's grinding you down, the option to live where you want, the option to take care of your family without checking the bank balance with dread, the option to spend your one life on your terms. Every skill you build in this journey, communication, marketing, sales, persistence, the ability to create value from nothing, stays with you forever in any economy, in any country, in any future. The internet didn't just create new income streams, it created the first economy in history where the cost of entry is effort. So here's my challenge to you, and it's specific. Don't close this video and watch another one. Close this video and do the day one task. Write your one sentence. Your model, your skill, your customer, one sentence. Today on paper. Then tomorrow, take the first action that sentence demands. The profile, the sample, the first piece of content, the first outreach message. Because a year from now, you will be one of two people. The person who watched this video, nodded along, felt motivated for an afternoon, and changed nothing. Or the person who treated this as day zero, who pushed through the awkward first month, the quiet second month, the grinding third month, and who is now earning money that didn't exist before, from skills that didn't exist before, with a confidence that didn't exist before. Same video, same information, same opportunity. The only variable is what you do in the next 24 hours. The internet is the greatest wealth creation machine ever built. It's running right now and it does not check your background, your degree, or your past failures at the door. It only checks one thing: did you show up and did you keep showing up? So show up, start the day, start small, start badly if you have to, but start. I'll see you on the other side.